makes it easier, easier to bear.
Flashback is what is going on. This is New Release Wednesday here at Flashback Comics for July 17th, 2013. I am Patrick Michael Strange, and we are here, as always, for those new release books. So let's get right to it. Here we go. We have from DC Comics, Batman 66, number 1. Oops, sorry about that, Connor. All right, Batman 66, number 1. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, number 4. Watson and Holmes, number 1 from New Paradigm Studios.
Paradigm.
Thank you, Connor. Superior Carnage, number 1. Deadpool, number 13. We have all of these great variant covers from Dynamite for the brand new Red Sonja series, written by my girl Gail Simone. Shout out to my girl Gail. And illustrated by Walter Giovanni. Check it out. Next up, we have Legion of Superheroes, number 22. What If? Avengers vs. X-Men, issue number 2. Savage Wolverine, number 7. FF, number 9. Bravest Warriors, number 10 from Kaboom. Avengers, number 16. Half Past Danger, number 3. Avengers Assemble, number 17. Batman and Catwoman, number 22. Fantastic Four, number 10. Conan the Barbarian, number 18. Morbius, the Living Vampire, number 7. All New X-Men, number 14. Uncanny X-Force, number 8. Transformers Regeneration number 1. Regeneration 1, number 93. And we have 2 great variant covers for that from IDW. X Factor, number 259. Damon, issue 1 from Boom. Artifacts, number 29. Warlord of Mars, number 26. Oh, scroll back to that one on Warlord of Mars. Scroll down a little bit and zoom in there, Connor.
Delicious.
I think that one gets a
I bet she tastes like cherries.
We have from Image Comics, Non-Humans, number 4. The X-Files, season 10, and we have 2 great variant covers, one photograph and one illustrated from X-Files, from IDW. Actually, we have 3. We have A, B, and C. A, B, and a subscription cover featuring the Lone Gunman on that X-Files season 10, number 2 cover. So shout out to IDW for some great covers for that. Next up, we have from Titan Comics, Number Cruncher, number 1. Revival, number 12. Wonder Woman, number 22. Green Hornet Legacy, number 39. Dragon Age, number 2. Batwoman, number 22. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Micro Series, number 4. BPRD, Hell on Earth, number 109. Justice League of America's Vibe, number 6. Detroit's finest. Damsels, number 8 from Dynamite. Batman Beyond Unlimited, number 18. Wolverine Max, number 9. Thunderbolts, number 13. Star Wars, Darth Vader and the Ninth Assassin, number 4. Keeping it moving, we have 3 great variant covers from Grimm Fairy Tales for issue number 87. I think those deserve quite a few Connor.
I don't have to say it when you already know what's going to happen.
Spider from Dynamite, number 13. Dinosaurs Attack, number 1. From Marvel Comics, we have 2 great variant covers. Thanos Rising for issue number 4. Animal Man, number 22. Star Wars Dark Times, number 1. Thor God of Thunder, number 10. Simpsons Comics, number 204. Dream Thief, number 3. G.I. Joe Special Missions, number 5. And we have 2 great variant covers for issue number 5 of G.I. Joe Special Missions. And for Shadow, Year 1 from Dynamite, we have 4 great covers for issue number 4. Chris Samney, Howard Chaykin, some great work there. The Unforgivable Experiment, number 1. We have from IDW, The Colonized, number 4. And we have 2 actual great variant covers for that issue as well. Supergirl, number 22. Nova, number 6. Harbinger Wars, number 4. And we have 2 great variant covers from Valiant on that one. Shout out to all my Valiant peeps. The Strain, The Fall, number 1. Cable and X-Force, number 11. Sonic Universe, issue number... Where are we at, Connor? I can't see it. Issue 54. From Adventure Time, we have issue number 18 from Kaboom. Issue 18 of Adventure Time from Kaboom with 2 great variant covers. Check them out. Looking good. What time is it, Connor? Adventure Time, Connor. All right.
Oh, okay.
You didn't help me out there. All right, Connor, here we go. Keep it moving. Birds of Prey, number 22 from DC Comics. Invincible, number 104. Prophet, number 37. From Aspen, we have 2 great variant covers for Fathom, the Elite Saga. Rest in peace to my man, Michael Turner. Such a great character, such a great artist. Rogues, number 1 from Amigo. From Vertigo, Fables, number 131, starting the Camelot storyline. Looks awesome. Iron Man, number 13. For Aphrodite, number 9.
Oh,
Aphrodite 9,
number
issue
3.
number 3 from Top Cow. We have 3 great variant covers. Shout out to Eric Basolda, David Finch, and I can't tell who's the other artist on this other cover. Shout out to that artist. You're doing a great job. Looking good. That guy. All right, for Marvel, A+X, number 10. Scarlet, number 7 from Icon. Justice League of America, number 6. Part 2 of the Trinity War saga. Looking good on that one. Powers Bureau, number 6. Green Lantern, New Guardians, number 22. Moving along, Brother Lono, number 2 from Vertigo. Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, issue number 25. Moving back up to here, last of our new release comics, Archer and Armstrong, number 11 from Valiant. We got some great new trades in. We have Revival, Volume 2, Live Like You Mean It. We have the new Overstreet comic book price guide, the 43rd edition of this great price guide. You should check it out. Great cover, one from Mike Diodato and one from Andy Kubert on Superman. Looking good. We also have, last but not least, some great variant covers to some of those new titles. For Justice League of America, we have this great variant cover for issue number 6. Looking pretty sweet there. For Superior Carnage number 1, another great variant cover there. For Avengers number 16, another awesome cover. And for Max Brooks Extinction Parade, we have this great variant cover that's limited to 1,000 copies. So check that out. For you fans of World War Z, those are our new release books, our graphic novels for the week, the great variant covers. You know we carry them all here at Flashback. If you're in the Washington, D.C. metro area, if you're in Virginia, you need to be shopping here. I am Patrick Michael Strange, but I can't do this alone. We got to bring you our picks of the week, so I'm going to bring my guy in. Let me throw it out there. Throw it in. Here he comes, my man, Troy David Phillips. How are you doing,
Not too
sir?
bad. How's the move? I'm curious. How's the packing? How's the move? How's the unpacking?
Everything's good. We haven't moved yet, man, and that's a little piece of private information. He's sharing my stuff. He's throwing my business out there, people.
All the way out
All my
there.
business.
But y'all send good positive vibes to Patrick. It's an exciting and it's a happy time, but it can also be a very stressful time. So, positive vibes your way.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Getting a new crib. Got a old plow house. Moving on up. Like they say on the Jeffersons. We're moving on up. So life is good. Life is blessed. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
All right. You want to see some picks of the week?
Let's do it, my man.
Yes, indeed.
Let's bring it over.
Let me just push past Ultimate Connor here.
Go ahead.
And I want to start with, I don't even know where to begin with, I'm going to hit Dynamite up, right?
Yes, because you are the Dynamite guy.
I'm the Dynamite guy, and what I've got here is Red Sonja number 1. And I'm extremely excited.
Me too.
The old Red Sonja series, the story comes to a conclusion with the next issue, number 80.
Which is, they're stopping with Red Sonja's She-Devil with a sword.
Yes.
To just now Red Sonja.
Plain Red Sonja. There's nothing plain about the classic Robert E. Howard heroine. And there's nothing plain about Gail Simone's writing. That's enough to get excited about. And look at the covers. Look at the beautiful options on covers.
You got Amanda Connor. You got Jenny Freeson. You got Fiona Staples. Stephanie Buscema. excellent cover work. I'm loving it. But let me stress, let me put in bold to all of y'all. And also shout out to the fine lady herself. After we spotlighted her work on DC Comics The Movement, she shouted us out. Actually, she said we look good, too. So shout out to Gail Simone, our girl. We love you. Thank you so much.
Yes, we do.
This guy, he almost got in trouble with his love.
Well, you know, that's
you're doing great work.
Putting my business in the street now.
Shout out to Red Sonja and Gail Simone. Check that out.
Stephanie Buscema, granddaughter to the legendary John Buscema.
Look at her work. I love her work, man.
Fabulous, stylistic, a little
style.
cartoony style, but you know, she's got to put her own stamp down on
Yes,
things.
sir. And she's amazing.
Now,
I like it.
In this same direction, I'm going to take a second and shout at one of my favorite personal books.
Bring it over here. Bring it over here.
In all honesty, I love the Legion of Superheroes. I loved it when it was Adventure Comics, when it was Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. In the Paul Levitz years with artists like Keith Giffen, with Mike Grell.
But he's back, though, too, and he's still
and Paul Levitz.
There's some great years, and now he's back again, dude.
He's amazing. He's amazing. Over the years, the scripting, the characterizations, the plotting, they've all just simply gotten better and better. And yet, I still recognize the characters from my childhood. I very much love them. Ultra Boy, Lightning Lad, Colossal Boy, Wildfire. They're all very good. So jump in the Legion of Superheroes. The stories take place in the 30th century. So if you wanted to know what the future would be like, if you wanted to know what it's like to be a rebellious teen in a time of great tumult in the galaxy, this is where you want to be.
It is one of those great teen books. One of my favorite covers from the series was when they're doing like a student class picture.
Yes.
And there's like the little bouncing boy.
Yes. Issue 300.
Yes.
Issue
that's
300.
it. I was trying to think of the number. Issue 300. That was kind of like my first, honestly, that was like one of my first introductions to Legion of Superheroes.
So you make me...
and I was like, well, I know I dated you, didn't
You make me feel old, because my exposure
that was a great book for me.
Superboy
like, wow.
190.
Whoa.
Yeah, back in the day when they were a backup feature to the Superboy comic. But that particular cover, number 300, that actually features...
That's a great cover.
It features as many of the original Legion artists as they could get.
Yeah.
Each different artist drew a different character on that cover.
That was a great cover.
It
Speaking
was.
of which, you had the white lantern ring last week. Well, you know what we need to get? Speaking of Legion, we need some Legionnaire rings, brother.
We do.
We need
do.
some Legionnaire rings.
I'm going to see what I can do.
Shout
about
out to
that.
y'all at DC. Hook Flashback up with some Legionnaire rings. Me and my man want to sport our Legion pride.
Yeah, and I want to be able to fly.
There you go.
Now, I'm going to fly in a different direction here.
All right.
Marvel gives us What If. Now, I go all the way back with this book, What If Spider-Man Joined the
I love the
Fantastic
What
Four.
If storylines that they put out.
And I haven't seen a good What If from Marvel in quite some time, but now they've kicked it back out there. So here's a 4-issue series. This is part 2, What If AVX, okay? Yeah. Avengers versus X-Men. You saw the series... And we saw what we saw with with Hope Summers and the Phoenix Five and restarting the mutants in the Marvel Universe, the X-Men versus the Avengers. We've seen that before, but the conclusion of this battle was something very different from what we've ever seen, and it gave us Uncanny Avengers and A+X, and on and on. This takes a couple of key moments and says, you know what? What if this had happened? And it changes the whole landscape.
I gotta say though, they kind of missed the mark on that. I think they should have brought What If back a little bit earlier. How cool do you think it would if we would have saw a little bit of What If Civil War? Well, because that was a real big dividing storyline that really set the tone. That brought us the AVX and some of the other storylines that came about. That would have been pretty sweet, a What If Civil War.
I'd have been on top of that.
Give me a shot. Do I get some love for a What If Civil War?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
We need to see the series again on a monthly basis, double size. And you know what, Marvel? Why don't you give it to us for 50 cents like you did back in the 70s?
Come on. Come on.
What are your picks, sir?
My picks of the week are going to outshine yours as always.
You wish they would. You wish they would.
From DC Comics, my man Jeff Parker, great guy. We sat together when I used to do the convention circuit. Can't recall his book offhand, and I want to shout it out. I'm going to bring it in next week. You got to check out some of his great earlier work, his creator-owned projects. But after he left from doing his creator-owned stuff, he went to do a lot of great work with Marvel on Agents of Atlas, one of his titles. He did Robin for DC. He's done a lot of great work. But now he's taking it back to the old school like this guy.
Oh.
With Batman 66, working with Jonathan Case on this. Giving you some of that classic TV show love in comic book form. I can't wait to just pour my eyes through this and just eat it all up. This is just some great stuff. Giving you some classic pop, 60s vibe Batman 66. I can't wait to read this. It looks amazing. If you love it, if that's what you grew up on, I know this guy, he remembers it immensely. He remembers every episode. He's that old.
Oh.
To me, these are classics, so I can't wait to dig into it. I love it. Check it out. Great new title from DC Comics. Batman 66 by my man Jeff Parker. I love it. Can't wait to pour my eyes to it. Next up, something a little bit more my speed because he's an old cat. I'm an 80s dude. I was raised in the 80s. Masters of the Universe. It's back. I shouted out a couple new release episodes a while back. Written by Keith Giffen and illustrated by my boy Pop Mon, who's done some work for me. Love Pop. In this particular issue, I don't want to give it away yet. I'm not going to pour through because my man Troy will be like, yeah, you're giving it away. But we get the new look for my man He-Man. So check this out. I'm not going to pour into it, but I think that's probably already they already gave it to you on the cover. But we get the new look for He-Man. I think it's pretty sweet. Although there is something classic about just the barbarian tidies. But they're giving him a pants look, a little bit of futuristic thing going on. But spotlight on that. I'm a He-Man fan.
You know
Masters
what?
Of the Universe.
Even Vikings.
It's a little bit more economical. True. But shout out to those guys, Keith, my boy Pop. DC Comics, He-Man Masters of the Universe #4. Check it out for the new look on He-Man. Next up, got to give a shout out to my guys over at New Paradigm Studios. They put together a great book that I was happy to help them start up. It's called Watson and Holmes. It's an African American take on the whole Sherlock Holmes and Watson. We have a great black and white variant and the regular colored version of the cover. Written by Carl Bowlers. I'm sorry, Carl, if I'm messing up your name, and my man Rick Leonardi. Some great stuff. It's a African-American take on the whole Watson and Holmes concept. It's a great book, and you should buy it alone because it has, check this out, let's scroll to the back, because it has your boy right here, Patrick Michael Strange. That is they're shouting me out. Was happy to sponsor this book. This is a great book. Check it out, Watson and Holmes. I love it.
You know what?
Shout out to my guys.
This is why you buy the book. Look at this.
Look at the great illustrations by Carl Bowlers and by Rick Leonardi. They're doing a great job. It's some good stuff. It's a fresh take on the whole Watson and Holmes concept. You really should give it a try. It throws things in a new light, and I think it's gonna rock and roll. So I love these guys, and shout out to those guys because. And check out my show. Y'all know I do Fantastic Forum. I'll be interviewing the creative team of this book at New York Comic Con. I just sealed that last night, so shout out to my boys. Next up on my picks of the week, to outshine my boy Troy David Phillips as always, I have from Marvel Comics, Superior Carnage. I didn't even know they were coming out with this, but I was aware of Superior Spider-Man, and now they're doing a superior take on our guy Carnage. It looks awesome. Carnage just takes that whole alien symbiote thing to a whole new level. He's a serial killer who gained these abilities through the symbiote, and he don't play. While Venom and Marvel and Spider-Man pulled back a little bit, Cletus Cassidy doesn't play. So check that out. Superior Carnage #1. I'm sure all you Bloodfest fans are gonna love that take on it. Now, last but not least. Y'all know last week I was talking a lot about the new Deadpool game that came out. I'm playing the heck out of it. I love it. If you're a Deadpool fan, you should check out that game and then come over here to Flashback when you're not playing the game, after you beat the game, to pick up all of our great Deadpool books. And then with issue number 13 that comes out this week, they're doing a whole 70s vibe. This is why we love Deadpool. It's action, but then it's a lot of comedy. And if you flip through this, they're taking it back to the old 70s style with the pages. It's cool. It's classic. It's as old and cool as my man Troy David Phillips. So peep that out. Check it out. Deadpool number 13. I'm loving it. Talking jive and taking lives. Just like my man Troy David Phillips.
Patrick.
Those are my picks of the week. What's going on?
This is why some parents eat their young in the wild.
So, if you haven't seen it yet, this guy's Mr. Kaiju. But he didn't go see Pacific Rim yet. So I'm going to ask the fans out there, if y'all are Flashbackers, fans of this shop, he hooks you up with the great deals. Come over here, pick this guy up, take him over to the theater. He needs to see that movie because it's a great movie. So 2 thumbs up from me on Pacific Rim. I can't wait for this guy to see it because he's Mr. Kaiju and he needs to see it.
I'm going to go crazy over it, I know, but you realize the reason I didn't go see it is because I went to the big rescreening of The Return of the Jedi. So I got to see that on the big screen all over again. And you know
Damn!
what? You know
I
what's
missed
next
out.
on my hit parade?
What's up?
Raiders of the Lost Ark on the big screen.
When are they doing that?
Should be August 17th up at Silver Spring, Maryland.
He don't share this information.
I'm sharing
he
it
kept
right
that
now.
to himself, but you could have let me know about that whole deal.
Hey, I gave you a month.
You didn't tell me about that, man.
You know now. You got a month.
Now I
Get
know.
it together.
But I didn't get to see this one last week with him. But see, you see how he is to me?
I took my wife.
Oh, I thought I came before your wife.
You thought wrong.
Oh, see how he is? Anyway, anything else we want to specifically shout out this week?
Yeah, y'all want to come to Flashback Comics. You want to see the new store.
We do.
You want to check out what I have to offer in terms of the new books. You
We
want to
go
ask me
deep,
about the
y'all.
subscription service. You want to come pick up your new Overstreet price guides. You want to look up at my walls and get some prints.
Yes,
you want to
sir.
see the new trades.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to come in here and get excited with me.
Turn it up, man.
Monday through Saturday. What am I almost now 9 to 6:30 in the evening?
Turn it up, man.
Yeah. So come in here and see us and ask about everything.
And turn it up, man. That's the BET Awards. That's my man Kevin Hart. You want to come in on Thursdays? Is it Thursdays or Fridays where we have our card tournaments?
Oh yeah, Thursday night
We have
Yu-Gi-Oh,
Magic
Friday
Gathering.
night Magic the Gathering.
And Magic Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh, as per Craig George, he likes to call it Yu-Gi-Oh. He needs to watch how he writes things up. He needs to, get it proofread by the master. Anyway,
Just so you guys know, Injustice Tournament, 8
Oh.
o'clock Saturday night, August 3rd. $10 a head. We can take 50,
Injustice Tournament.
we can take up to 50 entries, but you got to come in and tell me first.
Come, because you're going to get schooled by me. I might have to take y'all out on that. You know I'm Mr. Injustice.
Alright,
Ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
All right. This is Troy David Phillips. That was Craig George.
This
my
is
man
Patrick Michael
Connor
Strange.
Hofer on the camera. I am Patrick Michael Strange. Shout out to my man Larry. This is Flashback Comics. Please join us next week, and please come over here if you're in the area and shop at our store. We love you.
You know what you got to do? You got to like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook.
You got to follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
You got to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Subscribe on YouTube. We are out of here.
It's the remix, I'm the shit. I'm fresh up in this bitch.
DJ Class in the bed, Mr. West in the bed. We done told you motherfuckers, now you know the shit.